Hello everyone, welcome back to the dojo. So this is Van again this week. I am super excited for this assignment or in Photoshop, and I'm super fan of Photoshop, so let's go to see what we have. For the change it exercise. So here we have this. I think this designer did a great job cutting out the girl. She's preserving a lot of detail in the hair, especially. Regarding the background, I like to say that the tint color you're using is on brand with the Bing Bong brand, and it's working very well. I think there are a lot of things popping up from the background and making a lot of noise, like competing with the foreground elements. Probably you want to maybe blur the background out a little bit or darken some areas just to make all these other brands less important and make the Bing Bong your hero here. The overall composition feels like it's a little low. Like if I bring 3 columns, 3 rows, guys, the graphic elements are in the middle of the composition, so maybe you can place this a little bit up to balance the composition a bit more. Also, the big bone is well placed here, especially because it's in a dark area. Maybe you are darkening this area for the big bone. Maybe it could be a little bit up if you're moving these elements to the upper third. But hey, overall this is great job, Vesta. So let's clear these guys and move to the next one, which is props. What I like here, really like here, is there are a lot of contrast. However, the contrast is making like the opposite of intention of what we are looking for here. We want the girl and the idea of this life unlimited be the heroes of your composition, and the background is taking over the scene here. I like you're darkening your background, but I think you need to go with less contrast or blurring it a bit, or trying to darken some areas and some others leave it without so much contrast. I think the gradient color you're using in brand are really nice, and the Big Bone logo is standing out really nicely. However, I think you can go with a smaller logo and maybe try to bring it more into the composition. Try to avoid go very close to the edge. The color correction of the girl is nice. I think she's also having a lot of contrast, probably because you're matching this color correction with the background. And I think this is working well, but if you're changing a bit the background, maybe you can go with a less contrast for the girl. Other than that, it's really nice. I like the way you're highlighting the life unlimited. So let's move to the next one. This is Daniel. Well, here I really like how you're placing the elements, the graphic elements here. The gradient you're using also is really nice, like with these dark areas around. What I really think is also this is like very low. You are leaving all these parts of your composition, like these spots are like the strongest in your comp. You can go with all these elements a bit up. Maybe you can scale up the girl a little bit, so you can really use this spot and this spot to make your elements stand out a bit more. The background is tinted like in a monochrome sepia, and you're always preserving some colors here, but I think you need to go a little bit more on brand with this tint. So try to make it more like with the pink. Probably you're using the orange one, but it's looking like sepia, more like orange. And I like the you're bumping up the light of all these signs in the background, so they are not really competing. Mm, but probably if you're using the aperture to place the elements, uh, the balance will be working really nicely. The logo placement is nice and it's working really well. I think you can go a little bit smaller with the logo, yeah, but overall I think it's really nice. We have also dance, and this I, I I really like the color correction of the girl here. I think they're trying to bring some of the background color on the edges of the girl, which is really nice. I would love to see more of that on the edges. Like the background is really affecting the girl. I think that the background blur is maybe too strong. You can go with a less aggressive blur for the background. And also the tint. I think it's probably the blur, but I think the tint is not working very well because the blur is too strong. So I'll try to balance that tint and blur. Also the big bone is too big for the logo. We want to focus on the life unlimited, and then we can have the logo in a nice spot here in your composition. I love that the eyeline is going directly to the words. Be careful to leave some room here in the corners, in the near the edges. Always try to preserve like a clean area around your composition, because if it's going to be print, it could be dangerous, and if it's going to be displayed in a video, there also could you can lose information easily when you're too close to the edges. I love the gradient you're using in the graphic elements, and I think you're making use of the logo element here again, trying to trying to simulate like dots. However, since we have the big element and also the same element in the logo, I think you're overdoing maybe this here. I really like the idea, but I don't think it's necessary here, especially because of the meaning. You want to read the sentence in one go without stopping to think. So great job done. The earshot assignment. We have Eva. You did a really good job on integrating the headphones with the turkey's wing. It is looking really nice, like the headphones are really put on the turkey. I feel like you're lacking a little bit of shadow in the fork and knife, and the title is very small, but overall you did a great job. You also have Allison. This is super simple. I think the title works well. I like you're using a vignette around it to highlight the center of your composition, even though it's very minimal. Regarding the headphones, these headphones do need a little bit of improvement, especially on the integration with the turkey. You can try to add some shading to make it feel more realistic. You can try to play with the placement as well, maybe a little bit up here, touching the wings. But hey, overall it's a really nice, minimal, clean work. And we have Daniel's. Daniel's, this is so fun, so playful. I love what you did with the title. It's big and black. It's working very, very well. The stripes, I love the stripes here. They are adding a playful spirit to the comp. I think you can try to make the stripes go outside the frame, so we are not seeing these cuts here, which are not so nice. Like we are losing the magic touch when seeing the cut of the stripes. And regarding the hat, is awesome. The headphones, I think the wrap here, the distortion is too much. It's like they're losing the rounded upper side, and you need to work a little bit more on the integration. They're really in front of the turkey and not really like on the wing. You can play with the placement, and also adding some shading would help a lot, make it feel more integrated. The sunglasses are awesome. I love those, and I really like that you can see a little bit through the glasses. This is really, really nice job. Awesome, Daniel. So see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.